Hello and welcome back, K-Night Kindred and other children of the night. I am Hunter and we are playing our Count Laorans, the Lord of Storms, Count of Thwas game. He is, and shall, at least as far as he knows right now, remain the loyal vassal of Duke Poitiers, the King of Roses, here in the wilderness that is the Courts of Love, or Francia, now I guess. Good job, Joffrey. Good on ya. We're in the same position we've been in for basically ever, which is we need to become more powerful. We have established and solidified our domain, but sadly, our control keeps getting knocked down by people who want to siege us as part of wars that we have very little or nothing to do with. And there is no end of that in sight, although we are in a brief period where there are no little war shields here. That's nice. We're actually going to change a little thing. I'm going to have my person here, Baron Philippe, increase control in the main county instead of down here. Because, I think it might be more beneficial to do it that way. And we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do to expand. We need something. We need more territory. There's always the grand betrayal of Count Angelus. I mean, we are friends with Duke Poitiers. He probably would not, he probably wouldn't punish us. His domains are all filled with people who see the world exactly like him and are also vampires, and that's definitely not something that I see that a vampire would do. Also, there's this guy. I do have dreams of one day ruling over domain in Brittany, and in Brittany here we have this guy. Farther reaching, we have Wales up here. There's people in Wales who I might be able to target. This independent Count of Dyfed isn't very strong. But then we're getting into Mithras territory. I don't like this guy with his red hat and his absolutely mad attitude. He's like just about the worst kind of thing that a Ventru can be. A Ventru. I need to check something. She's my ward, but she never moved here, which we're gonna just see if that's just the game being buggy. We will offer to be her guardian again and see if that causes her to come here like she should. Good, because we don't want her to get all messed up. She's got her trait already, so we're going to make her a warrior like we wanted her father to be. We're not super good at that, but we're also not super bad at it. Pretty soon we're going to have some more diplomacy, which means we'll probably be able to start pushing our madness at work. Borrow skill into martial. We could even start doing that now. We're going to start doing that now. We'll let our herd sit one low for the time being. We're going to have problems with having to fight off some Inquisition cells soon, or hopefully just one. Oh. Duke Etienne has solved our language barrier problem by learning my language so I don't have to learn his. How wonderful. How wonderful. I speak no languages other than my own. All these rumors of nautism are starting to rile me up, though. My Malkavian nature is to have visions of the strange vampiric truths that are in the world, and... Oh, okay. Good on ya. Good on ya. We will definitely exchange letters with you. feel like we exchanged letters with you already, but I could be imagining that. That is... What do we think? War stories? Rumors of court. I do have some excellent war stories. Okay. She didn't like it because she's not good at it. Oh, alright. Everybody wants to talk to me. This is a Nosferatu. She's also a nearby duchess, okay. Maybe she's more inclined towards liking my stories about war? What does she feel? She's not good at war either. Finer points of etiquette? I mean, she's okay about that. Let's talk about etiquette. Spawn of hell, prepare to face the abyss that birthed you. Your unholy control over the poor souls of this realm ends now. Never? Never? That is a crushing defeat to my very small amount of gained, control. Haha! Luckily I removed this. Or more points would have gone to waste, like, you know, a couple of months worth of more points. Let's just get this done. This army really doesn't stand a chance against us. Ugh. Guess I'm just too good at these things to talk about normals with them. Who are you, and why would I do anything with you sensually? Nah. We're not into that. We will end this war, though, enforce our demands. Wants me to imprison him. I mean, I'm gonna try to imprison him. I should succeed. I am significantly stronger than him, but you never know how it's gonna turn out. He does have some tricks up his sleeve. Here, click on our victory here. We got him. Now, what shall I do with you indeed? Let's disband our army and take a look at this Inquisitor who's in our jail. Inquisitor in our jail. Who is this guy? I don't even know. I don't even remember you being in prison. Why are you in prison? What did you do? Oh, you're a different Inquisitor. Is there anything real special about you? I mean, I think we execute these guys. It does still cost me piety to kill him this way because I don't believe in that. And I, for some reason, can't execute him in any other way, which is interesting. So I guess we're gonna... move him to the dungeon? So maybe he'll, like, starve to death, I guess? Among the people that we forget exist. Let's look at this guy. This guy is a tail spinner. Alright. He has second sight. Alright. He has transfiguration of the flesh. Alright. Oratorio. Okay. A Forge of God. Some gospel. He's hale. He's wounded. And of course he is a hunter. Let's see what we can do here. I want to execute him. Good. I can burn this guy at the stake. Wonderful. I don't want to drink him, because drinking him would be bad. Good night. I'll see you in hell. And, yeah. That does not solve our problem, because it doesn't do anything about this bar being low. We don't have the excess stress amount to murder people, and we don't have the excess money to pay them off. I think we're gonna try to take this. This guy, I don't know who he thinks he is. Some kind of even. His name is literally even, like evening, but strange, because that's not really a name. I mean, he thinks it is. It's probably really a name in his culture, but I don't think that I have that much freaking the same culture as me. Okay, I was gonna say I have no cultural sensitivity, but obviously even as a proud Breton name that we all think is really important and special. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. We want to get a fake claim on him. Not that, no, claim. The shield. Fabricate claim. We're not going to be able to pay for it, but it's not like we can pay for anything else either. Hopefully this fixes itself pretty soon. That's all we could really hope for at this time. Okay, war has been declared on my liege. Again, this liege. This week's liege, I should say. As it seems to change literally every other day. Nothing happening up there that matters. Still on the lookout for a better chancellor. She wants to challenge me to a board game. Alright. Alright, my steward, let's play chess. I am going to play chess like I fight, savagely. My martial mind makes me unbeatable. And we won. Okay. So I seem to be too arrogant to take good choices here, and I can't eat even more stress. That would be crazy. So I guess since she's my literal ghoul, we'll just treat her horridly, like most vampires treat their servants, to be honest, by getting mad at her because she lost at chess. Pathetic. Why did I even make you the steward and give you domain if you're so pathetic that you can't win at chess? This kid. From Constantinople to Lyon. The once powerful Prince of Lyon, Francois de Alincourt, has seen his fortune wane with the coming of the Inquisition. He is still a very respected power player in France. However, his honorable behavior is peerless. Tonight, he has come to your court with a proposal. A caravan of refugees from the crumbling Byzantine Empire has made its way to his domain, looking for a new place to stay. While de Alincourt helped those he could, Lyon has become too dangerous with the Inquisition running rampant in the area. As such, he has come to you with a formal request of finding these refugees a place to stay in your domain, while protecting them and hosting them as best you can. Honor dictates nothing less than to help the needy, after all. I mean, I feel like he's taking advantage of the fact that he's kingly and I'm just a servant. I don't have 100 gold is the thing. I'm gonna lose even more control, county control, if we invite these people. It's gonna replace it with popular opinion and development growth. Development growth is actually pretty hard to get for a vampire. The problem is that this going down more means less money for me, so I gotta send him away. Feels a little bit awful to do that though, because he did sort of play up my my honor, and I still at least think I have honor, right? Like, I pretend it. It's what I tell myself to get myself to go to sleep at night. I'm just becoming accustomed to the nights of controlling this domain. This is where I live now. If I bring those Byzantines here, they make it weaker. And I can't have that. Oh, look, he died in my dungeons, just like I wanted. Look at that. Look at that. The hunter died in my dungeon. If we don't do something about this soon, another one of those is gonna form. That's not a good thing at all. Still in negative prestige. That's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's speed it up a little bit. Let's zoom a little. The knights do become really samey after a while. So we are going to take Cloak the Gathering for the advantage. Feels right. We're almost done Obfuscate. Then we're going to have to basically redo our entire herd because we are going to run out of use for the one flavor of blood we have. So just in anticipation of that, let's just find mortals and start bringing more to the domain. New blood. This guy here we're gonna hunt from. The rest can just go disappear into the domain for now. We might figure out some uses for them later. Diplomacy, lifestyle. Look at this. This is a real big one. It's dignitas. This is free diplomacy. Free diplomacy. And it goes up over time as we become more prestigious. That free diplomacy has put me over the threshold. I now have enough to hold that extra domain, that extra herd member, even without asking the network for help. Which is good, because I've been sort of mentally moving towards putting this into different things for a while. It's come to my attention that your court chaplain, Theobald, is working to fabricate a spurious claim in the county of this. I implore you to remember that you are count by right, not by greed. Dude, I literally made you. I literally made you. Everything you have belongs to me. You're 73 years old. Do you know where you'd be right now? If I didn't make you what you are, you'd be in the grave. Show me some proper deference, kid. Well chosen gift. It is an unusual. Somebody else is. Why are they all trying to seduce me? Is it because I'm so unbelievably sexy? It is. It's because I'm unbelievably sexy. I mean, just look at this guy. He's comely. He talks the talk. He even walks the walk. That's why all these women are always chasing me. Stuffed fox. Okay. Okay. I mean, it is unconventional, true, but somehow also dastardly appropriate, I would say, that she gave me a stuffed fox that makes me more dreadful. I don't have any dread because I was kind of hoping that I would get that for being a Malkavian, but the clan failed me. Recording a memory. Some memories must be recorded forever. The time that I defeated Elb's War is one of them. Such an incredible memory must be preserved for all time. I might not be a good writer, but with time and effort I could surely pen something myself. Assembling and illustrating a tome can quickly become a costly endeavor, however. I'm doing it. That's probably a vain use of the last bit of money that I have, but I'm doing it. We gotta write those memories down, or in 100 years we will literally not know who we are anymore. So let's look at this guy. What kind of blood do you have, sir? Sanguine. That's okay. I mean, I don't want you in my herd or anything, but I can use sanguine. Herd grows. You are... oh, phlegmatic. That's what we need, isn't it? That's the one we're missing. Good. Good. Ah, the wild woman. How have you not heard of her, my lord? I roll my eyes and grunt dismissively. To say the flights of fancy of Teresa were beneath me right now would be an understatement. They say she has an open challenge for all, my lord. Teresa tries again, insistently this time, lowering her voice conspiratorially. She continues, listen, I know you tire of all matrimonial questions. This woman offers her hand in marriage to anyone who can best her in physical ability. I sit back and consider the story. A martial-minded woman? Surely I can come away victorious with a new wife in tow, no matter their skills. This is interesting. This feels just like the kind of crazy thing that he might do. if he did marry her, he would have to make her a child, and that we are a little ahead of schedule on that. But there's no reason he couldn't keep her for some years as a ghoul. It's all going to depend on whether or not she's actually as good as this claims she is. All right, we'll ride to investigate. The Bruising Bride. She's 30. Most of her stats are pretty trash, but that's pretty normal. Oh, but the warrior she'll be. She's athletic. She's an adventurer. With some training, she could become a better blade master. She's got extra learning from Wise Person, which is basically takes it down to nothing. The only problem is that she's callous, vengeful, and impatient, and this is totally a sin. Discretion may be the better part of valor here. You know, I had an idea that this might be okay. But, I don't know. I don't know that we're doing this. And we were almost out, too. We almost escaped it. But, I mean, she'd make a great knight, but she'd make a horrible wife. Oh, one of my herd members has died. Beneath my balcony. Oh, everyone is seducing me. Listen. Listen. I don't know what to say. So we're in debt now. That just happened. We could herdify this woman. That's a good use of someone who is doing that kind of stuff. Trying to seduce the vampire by throwing rocks at him. Mental break imposter! No, we're just holding on. It's fine. It's fine. We got this. We're holding it together. We're fine. Culture has gained hereditary rule. Oh, jeez. No. What kind of member of my herd are you? Also green. Oh, would you look at that? We became a different kind of lovers. When I need it, I expect you to be there for me too. Yes, a hook. A hook is way more important than the gratitude of a child. What are you talking about? This isn't about this isn't a gratitude relationship. This is a turn this child into a monster relationship and then have them fight in my armies for all eternity. Maybe if she grows up to be awesome, we could consider making her our vampiric wife. That's weird. Ugh. That's actually kind of irreligious, marrying her for marrying, but not for... The Badness Network dreams of the future. Clan Malkavian is full of prophets and seers. Such is the nature of prophecies that they are notoriously difficult to interpret. But rarely one can truly glimpse a vision of the future. During one of your recent travels into the collective consciousness of the clan, you have been blessed with such an event. While you don't remember the specifics, you can feel a new power trying to awaken you, something that will be crucial to your brethren in the coming decades or even centuries. So here is a chance to gain Dominate and become a modern Malkavian. This is only for 3 years. It's going to have some effects. So it's going to drop me a herd member. It's going to make me a less good guardian. It's going to do all sorts of things. It's going to affect my stewardship. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. It's the right decision, I think. Where am I with this? I think we're going to have to put this into, where are we going to put this? Into stewardship. It should outlast the penalty and keep me in domain limit. The network is going to ask so much of me, it needs to give back a little, I think. It's 2 more points of prowess and a new discipline. What category is Dominate in? Oh yeah, I remember. The one that I'm getting no experience in that all the rest of my disciplines are in. Because all my disciplines are the same. Let's just take a look and see. I'm pretty sure it's phlegmatic though. Pretty sure it goes right here. Oh look, there it is right there. So 3 of my disciplines are all sitting together here in the same house. I need to start hunting people in my domain so I can find phlegmatic people and replace people with them in my thing. So we're gonna change our pinned characters. The only people allowed up here now are phlegmatic people. If they're not phlegmatic, they don't go on the list. And we're gonna start with... I feel like I've hunted from this guy before. I have. He's in my herd, in fact. She's a vampire. He's a vampire. It's this poor, sad, silly, dumb vampire. You know, you just stay here forever, buds. You got a place in my house. Even though you're dumb and not very good. Okay. We know what she is because she's my herd. We can pass the herd members to this courtier here. Ooh, she's a little insane. That's kind of cool. Too bad she's not good at anything. Otherwise, I would consider making her a servant or a slave. Alone in the kitchen. Greetings, my lord. Georgia, one of the cooks says, I have your ward, Ifoa, with me here. She promised to clean the pots in the cookery, you see, and she draws in a sharp breath. But she nibbled all the food like a little rat, then fell asleep on a flour sack. She is due a hidin', if you ask me, but I'll leave her with ye, to do with as you see fit. The child is so unmotivated and lethargic, you could confuse her for a corpse. This poor girl. I don't have it in me to make you the only one of these that's any good. So I guess you're lazy. Oh, lazy is so bad. But I guess you're lazy. Oh, am I gonna take a stress level just that she's not lazy? Cheese it. Is that happening? I think that's happening. Oh, yuck. Break. The mental break. Unwelcome. Sometimes I feel like a stranger in my own castle. I can't help but notice the odd looks my courtiers give me, the unease that fills my room as I walk into. What happened to my life? Why am I not welcome amongst my own people? Well, you're a vampire with powers that make it hard for people to remember you, and you're also a cruel bastard, which does not in any way help. I don't think this is a supernatural thing. I just think that it's true. People shouldn't like you. I'm not surprised. I'm actually kind of surprised you noticed. A costly distraction. The youngest of the queens of love, Helene, rules the very wealthy region of Champagne. A somewhat vapid and excitable teenager from the outside, Helene has proved quite often that her gregariousness is mostly a facade. Champagne will soon host, but Etienne is younger than her. I guess she's the youngest queen, and then Etienne's next. Champagne will soon host the Great French Fairs, perhaps the most important mercantile event in Western Europe. Many vampires are now trying to get a piece of the pie, and probably not by coincidence, Helene has invited many of them, including you, to a lavish party during the same time period. Likely to make sure you do not interfere with her plans for the event. Respect is worth more than gold. I just want to be clear about this. It ain't. She already likes me okay. I don't know why. Sympathy of the heathens I still have. Self-control fellow. Okay, we share self-control. Personal diplomacy. Yeah, it's a big chunk of that. She thinks arrogant is a virtue just like me because she is on one of the paths of kings. She's also gregarious just like me, and I'm comely, so yeah, she just likes me, and that makes sense, and we're gonna spend some of that for some money because we are in debt. We are so in debt. And now that we are not in debt, we are going to perpetrate our unjust war. I can't. I don't have enough prestige. Where did all my prestige go? Into my celerity, I think. All right, well, you know, we thought for a second that things were going to happen, and they did not happen, but, you know, we can only just keep trying, right? Let's see what we want to do here. Do we want to make this guy our friend? If we make him our friend, it will feel weird to ever betray him. But I have no actual plans to betray him. Let's start by making him an honored guest. That's just a free 10. And then we're going to immediately befriend him. We're going to become friends with our one fellow vassal so that the people around us all respect us and see us as the glorious man that we are. She's phlegmatic too. It's like everybody's now suddenly phlegmatic. So she gets a pin, and then I go to my herd. We manipulate our herd, and we're actually just going to take out whoever's oldest. 56, 51, 53. Guy's a kid. So this 57-year-old here, she's getting out. She's a knight somehow because she's not the literal most terrible person. She is the parent of this monstrosity here. This failure of a human that we made ourselves. He's so bad. Right. And this is his mom, so she's out. Get out of here. And then this lady right here, we're supposed to remove her. This lady right here. She can't join up because my diplomacy went down. That's tragic, honestly. Is this thing almost over? I want this thing to be over. How soon before this thing is over? 2 more years? It feels like it's already been 4 years. Okay, well, you know. Can I change my madness network again already? Can I go back to borrowing diplomacy and just accept this penalty? Oh, never mind. We don't have a penalty there anymore. What happened? How did that go back up? Did I get this from something? Oh, we keep it through. Oh, this is a dangerous game. Does this make it more likely that bad things happen? This is gonna make it more likely that bad things happen. That's fun. I didn't think we would keep it through. I thought that we would have to let it would like refresh itself. Who are you and why do you exist? You are I mean, go away. Thank you, you increased my vigilance. We've gained a melancholy perk, the finer points of diplomacy. Today, my ward, Ifoa, was taught a lesson in vassal management by Animer. It was quite a complicated course, necessary, but perhaps a bit beyond Ifoa's grasp. Everyone makes mistakes, Ifoa explains. When I rule, I will forgive and let live, so that my realm may prosper. Perhaps she would be too forgiving a ruler? No, we're not doing this for her again. Forgiving is a perfectly fine trait. I don't think it does anything to do. It doesn't harm her ability to lead troops in battle, so perfectly fine with her being forgiving. And apparently there's a scheme against this random person who is in my herd. All right, understood. Understood, I get it. I feel like I should perpetrate this war soon, but I mean, we don't have to jump right out there right away. And rather than jump right out there right away, in fact, we're gonna continue to try our best to consolidate and stabilize the domain. We now have Imposter's Guise, so we have gained intense amounts of hostile scheme resistance and personal scheme resistance from our Obfuscate. And then we are going to become a better combatant, putting us above 35. We're actually becoming quite strong. Oh, we made a friend. That was our intent. Thanks, bud. I don't even mind that you look like a corpse. You're a good guy. Someday I might ask you to teach me the mountain. Since the mountain is really the only thing you have that I want, I don't care about your crazy necromancy. The dead can stay dead, according to my opinion. Oh, purchase a truce. I will absolutely create a truce with you. I wasn't planning to attack you anyway, so it's basically free money. Thank you. If anybody right now needs free money, it's me. And we were going to put something in here, but it's probably still beyond our price range. It was going to be Influence the Night Watch. And it is definitely still beyond our price range. But hey, we're in the positive now, which means we can perpetrate our war soon. Growing herd. Nice. Let's keep searching for people who have the right kind of blood. We can take her off the list now. So let's keep searching. We're looking for relatively young people, so they're around for a long time. 40 is too old. 30 is not too old, though. We'll try this lady's blood, see if she's tasty. If she has the right flavor. You know? You... What? Look, kid, I don't really care. You kill that lady if you want. But don't get mad at my Nosferatu friend. He's just doing his job. It's literally why we brought him here. He's just doing his job, man. He means no offense. Wait, no, that's the other way around. You accused him. You're the spy master. He's the person trying to murder someone at random. Still the same thing. My son is just doing his job. Don't get mad at him. You're lucky you have a job, man. And she is phlegmatic. It's like every single person is phlegmatic now that I actively am looking for them. It's crazy in a way. Let's go to manipulate herd. We don't want to take out too many of our white ones, like too much of our melancholy, because we do still need it, you know. Green. This guy's a kid, so we're definitely keeping him. She's the oldest. Let's get rid of this guy, I guess. He's a cute though. We should be drinking from this guy till he dies, so not him. She's green. They're green. I guess the old lady it is, so we're getting rid of you. Goodbye. Find a home elsewhere. I didn't pin the person who I just fed from, so now I'm never gonna remember who she is. She's like the first woman who's not super old after the black-haired lady. Very near the end of the list. That's her right there. Let's just hertify her. Welcome to the club. It's very special. It's a place where you go to give of yourself to the Lord of the Domain. I am going to, I think, use some money to cover up my Masquerade problems. And we got both of them. That 33% hit makes it very worth having done so. Where did my Chancellor go? What happened to my Chancellor? Who stole my Chancellor? I needed that man. I don't even remember his damn name. I can't even try to look for him because I don't even remember his name. Somebody steal him away from me? He's not that good, guys. Like you're basically stealing the least useful member of my council. I gotta find someone to replace him, though. I don't really have anybody else. Let's find some mortals. I think we're gonna continue with clergy. And then we'll look down our list and see if there's anybody in here who can marry someone to bring someone into my court, because I need at least someone with a 10. I don't even have that right now. It's herd member. She could probably get married. Anybody who's good. 13. This guy, he's Welsh. He is another kinfolk, so that's not a real 13. That's a fake one. Here's a guy who's smart and a guy who's tough. This tough guy is not particularly good in combat. Let's bring this guy in. He can do the job until he dies. Maybe I will have found somebody better by then. How's the kid doing? She's doing okay. I mean, she's not ever going to be a diplomat because that was never the intent. She's not doing that great as a soldier, to be honest, but really she's going to be a knight. I mean, that's the real thing, is that she's going to fight. Right? She's going to be a fighter, and that's enough, right? That's enough. So let's bring in this guy. There you go. You can hold the position until you die. Or until I find someone better, which may happen. Bad, 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 bad. I'm like saying bad in anticipation of already knowing that they're all bad, because that's how it works. Hunt you. There we go. Got rid of that awful thieves guild that was making trouble for us. Okay, we have promoted our culture. I took Iolfa out playing with a bow, and to my surprise, she ran into a wounded doe. She later lashed out at me, thinking I'd staged the whole encounter as some kind of a test. She's freaking paranoid? No, she's definitely ambitious. We're making her ambitious even if it costs us our mind, because our mind is a really cheap thing to exchange for that. Alright. She's now in. This is choleric. We have no we have one no, we don't. I don't think we have any choleric disciplines. So we'll take a sip, and we'll realize that there's nothing we can do with a choleric discipline point. Oh, we have celerity now. I forgot all about celerity. I mean, I didn't. I mentioned it just a little while ago. I forgot that it was in choleric. I guess we'll just go rapid reflexes. These are basically equivalents. So, there you go. Rapid reflexes it is. Heading up towards fleetness. Blink. Traversal. Drought of elegance. Very good discipline. Very good discipline. But with that, I think we're going to call this episode to a close. We have a claim up in our traditional homeland here. We're going to have to make use of it soon because he is weak, and eventually somebody other than us is going to take what's his from him and make it theirs. If we look at the development of this place, it has a church with a guy in it, and he is a knight, which means he won't totally necessarily hate me, and a lady who's a knight, so they won't necessarily hate me. We'll see. We'll have some domain conflict like always, but I think that war is going to happen immediately next time. We don't want to hurt this guy. We'll just go down our list of new people and pick somebody from the bottom to try. Let's see. You're pretty. Yeah, you're not that young. I was going to say pretty young, not pretty, but you aren't pretty young. You're actually quite old. We'll herdify you. And this guy, he's already in my herd. So I guess we're gonna... I guess she's actually young compared to the rest of them, so we'll hunt from you just to see what you got in ya. And with that, we are going to end another period in the life of Count Laorans. Peace is finally prevailing for a little while here in France, and it has allowed us to actually stabilize our incomes. Finally, we're making more money than we're losing. Finally, we might be able to actually do some development. Things are starting to look good here. If only I thought it would last, but we all know that it's going to end up horrid. He has Night Watch influence and Barracks influence. All right. Well, I can see that I can see that being useful. Once I steal his stuff. Once we're up here, we can make clashes for the rest of this area. At least the ones that are inside. She has expanded her domain. That's not cool to me. I don't want this druidic heathen to do that. Anyway, we were ending the episode, so that's the end of the episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you the next time that we are here spending time with Count Laorans. In Trois. Loyal Knight, for now, to Duke Etienne de Poitiers, in the courts of love.